The final season for Series 29 is here. The spring hot season has arrived in Forza Horizon 5. And today, you beautiful, beautiful people, we are jumping in to take on this week's Forza challenges, Those Who Dare, to grab 160 Forza points and 5 points towards our festival playlist. We'll also be jumping in to check out this week's Forzathon shop and all the festival players rewards available this week. If you sat right there watching this video right now and are new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. While you're down there, smash that like button, share the video with a friend. Without further ado, let's jump into this week's Forzathon challenges. Absolutely no mucking around here. Let's jump straight into this week's Forzathon challenges, Those Who Dare. Chapter 1, Rivalry. Built to rival Porsche's 917 at the time, the 1970 Ferrari 512S is a top-class racing car. Own and drive this prolific racer. Just drop a comment down below and let me know if you prefer the Porsche 917 or if you prefer the Ferrari 512S. Personally, I think I prefer the Ferrari. Now, out of the 4 cars that we've had for Series 29 for the weekly Forzathon challenges, the 1970s Ferrari 512S is the best looking and the best sounding. Just like the other 3 cars for the series, this car can be picked up in the auto show for 3.5 million credits, but it's also available in this week's Forzathon shop for Forzathon points. Now, just like Forza challenges before this one, I have a cheeky tune for you guys to use if you wish to use it. Now, do bear in mind it is quite an expensive tune and you don't have to use it if you don't want to. You can get this week's Forza challenges complete with a completely bone stock car. But if you do wish to use it, Skippy4631 is the gamer tag. Share codes in the description and in the comments below. Own and drive then, hop into free roam from any player house or festival site. Drive a couple of seconds down the road. Chapter 1 Rivalry complete. So with Chapter 1 complete, it is on to Chapter 2, Risky Business. Ferrari took a risk with the 512S, electing to build 25 of them with the hopes of selling the surplus to customers. Drive 5 miles in the 1970 Ferrari 512S and experience what it's like to control one of the 25 made. Here we go then, a 5-mile drive in the 512S using the motorway that runs through the centre of the map. It's 6.5 miles in length, very roughly, which means we've got enough room to get this chapter complete. And the good thing about the motorway is a high top speed, so we'll get it complete even quicker. So pedal to the metal, get those 5 miles in, get this chapter complete. And in absolutely no time at all, we hit the 5 miles needed for Chapter 2, Risky Business complete. So with Chapter 2 complete, it is on to Chapter 3, No Other Colour. Take a photo of the 1970 Ferrari 512S. Painted in the signature Ferrari red, it is sure to wow anyone who sees it. Now this chapter would suggest that we need to paint the Ferrari 512S, but I don't think that's the case. I think we just need to take a photo of the 512. So from anywhere in free roam, go ahead and pop it into photo mode. Once you've done that, make sure you have the 512 in frame. You can either hit take photo or promo quick shot. I prefer promo quick shot. Once you've done that, you can then back out and head back to free mode. So exit photo mode completely and no other color complete. So Chapter 3 complete. It's on to our 4th and final chapter, 5 and 12. The 1970 Ferrari 512S is named for its 5-litre 12-cylinder engine. This resulted in a horsepower of 550 and a top speed of 211 miles per hour. Reach a speed of 200 miles per hour and fly through Mexico. So once again, using the motorway, and you can use a completely bone stock 512S. All we're going to do is let it rip up the motorway and we should reach 200 miles an hour pretty damn quickly. And I wasn't wrong, I think that was even under 10 seconds hitting that 200 miles per hour in the 512S. That is Chapter 4 complete, which also finishes off this week's Forzathon challenges, Those Who Dare, grabbing 160 of Forzathon points and 5 points towards our spring hot season. Now let's jump on over and check out this week's Forzathon shop. More auto show cars this week. The 1970 Ferrari 512S is up for grabs. Just been using it for this week's Forzathon challenges. 3.2 million at the auto show or 800 Forzathon points. Here we have the Ultima Evolution Coupe 1020, 300 Forzathon points or 300,000 credits at the auto show. Vanity items this week, a jacket, navy plaid hoodie, and probably the best vanity item of them all, a car horn, the Duck Wag. 75 Forza points for each of these. And as always, any spare Forza points knocking around, grab yourselves a normal wheel spin for 60 Forza points, or you can grab a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forza points. Let's go check out the playlist and see what's up for grabs this week. So for the spring hot season then, 73 points up for grabs in total. Our 20-point car is the GTA Spano, brand new to Forza Horizon 5, but not brand new to the franchise. And again, the 40-point car, brand new to Horizon 5, the Fiat Dino, but not brand new to the Forza franchise. Taking a look at this week's online trial, Porsching your buttons, the Audi RS2 95 up for grabs. Restrictions for this one, Porsche S1 900. Plenty of event labs on this week's Festival Players. We've got 4 in total. Rewards, we've got the Challenger 15, a Super Bowl spin for Reed Ruder's Lion Race gloves, and Are You Entertained? Forza Link chat phrase. Restrictions for the 4 event labs. The first one, Muscle versus Tuner B700. Our second event lab, Rally Monsters A800. Our third event lab, Decade 1960s C600. And finally, our fourth event lab, Any Dodge S1 900. Just 2 PR stunts on this week's festival playlist. A Dane Sign, a Salto de Rio, and a Speed Zone Cara Tierra. Both giving out a Super Wheel Spin, and both going to be in Extreme Track Toys S2 998. And sadly, just 1 seasonal championship on the festival playlist. Teamwork, Dreamwork for the Porsche 968. Restrictions, Mercedes-Benz versus Mercedes-AMG. A800 is our restriction. Now then, on to the spring challenges for this week's Festival Players. 2 treasure hunts to go complete, so I'll have 2 videos on the channel on how to get these done. First one, Delta 100 for 100 points. And secondly, Perfectly Clean for 250,000 credits. Once you've got these 2 complete, is on to this week's photo challenge, Space Age Design, giving out the beautiful Forza Link chat phrase. I'm not too sure why I'm not using that Forza Link chat phrase, but I definitely should be. And finally, finishing up the challenges for the spring season, Horizon Open, racking up miles for the white skinny jeans, and Eliminator, the Battle Royale, finish 30th or better, giving out You Are Winning, Forza Link chat phrase. No change on the monthly rivals, just 1 more week to put in your quick lap times. Moving on to the DLC events then, Rally Adventure events, 1 Drift Zone, Tierra Verde, getting out a Super Bowl spin, restrictions, Extreme Track Toys S2 998, and the Season Championship for the Rally Adventure, Sprinting Ahead, Mazda RX-7 up for grabs. Car restrictions, Modern Sports Cars B700. And then finally, for the Hot Wheels DLC, 1 Super Bowl spin, car restrictions, Extreme Track Toys for the Speed Zone Frozen Rush. And the Season Championship, Hot on Your Tail, Acura Integra up for grabs. Car restrictions, Super Hot Hatch B700. And that is all she wrote for the Spring Festival playlist, the final season for Series 29. We are signing off the Community Choice Update with a pretty big festival playlist. I just wish there was more PR stunts and more seasonal championships, but nonetheless, still a pretty solid festival playlist. Make sure you're grabbing the 20 and the 40-point car reward. As always, any questions about the weekly Forza challenges or the festival players, do hit me up in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. Like button, share with a friend, stay safe, and I'm out.